petits warriors. Alors aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une vidéo très spéciale. Alors la première partie de la vidéo ça va être avec Eric. Hello. Hello. Alors avec Eric qui est le maquilleur officiel de la marque Von Eric va tout vous expliquer, c'est comment en fait se faire un nez vraiment, vous savez, en contouring rétréci.
Okay, so
Donc,
first we're actually going to use the Shade and Light Contour Palette. And I'm actually going to use a smaller brush. This is actually our Locket Edge Concealer Brush. So before we begin the contouring, what's really important is to find out what is the lighting and what environment are we going to be in.
Quel environnement on va se trouver.
When you contour the
Donc,
nose,
quand
a
on
lot
fait le
of the
contour du
times
nez, très
we want to
souvent,
contour during
ce
the
qu'on
day.
veut le faire, c'est faire un contour pendant la journée. Et dans la lumière naturelle, l'illusion qu'on essaye de créer est vraiment trop évidente et trop visible. Lorsque nous voulons faire que le nez soit plus petit, il est très important de se trouver dans une situation où la lumière est plus basse.
Moi c'est juste pour rencontrer Kate. It's for meet Kate.
Yes, I love it.
Donc,
Within the Shade
sur
and
la
Light
palette,
Contour Palette, you have a cool tone,
Shade and Light, nous
you
avons les
have
couleurs plus
neutral, and then you have
fraîches,
a
nous avons
deeper
les
kind
plus
of a cool
neutres
tone
et nous
as
avons
well.
des tons frais mais
you have your
également
highlighters.
plus profonds. Ici nous
So this
avons
one is
les
pink,
enlumineurs,
this one is
highlighters,
like a yellow,
celui-ci
and
est
then this one
rose,
is the
jaune
peach.
et celui-là est pêche.
So
Donc tout
I
d'abord,
like to work light to
j'aime
dark.
travailler du clair au foncé.
In order to get the most contrast for the contour, I'm
D'obtenir
actually
un
going to use
contraste
the lightest
important
shade,
sur le
which is the
contour,
pink.
on va prendre la teinte qui est la
And
plus
because
claire,
this
qui
brush
est la
has an
rose.
edge to
Et
it,
étant donné
I'm going to
que
use the
ce
edge and
pinceau
simply
est biseauté,
just
je vais utiliser
bring
le
it
biseau
down the
simplement pour ici marquer l'arête du nez.
And then as I come up to
Et
the
puis
center of the
ensuite,
eyes,
en remontant
I'm
vers
going
le
to brush
centre, vers
up
la griffe
the
du lion,
highlight.
je vais un petit peu brosser, éclairer, juste là où il se trouve la griffe du lion.
very
Et
tip of the
puis,
nose, if you would
vraiment
like,
à la pointe du
depending
nez,
on how wide your
tout
nose is
dépend de la
towards
largeur
the
du
tip,
nez
you can
vers
put just a
la
little
pointe. Ce que
bit
l'on peut faire, c'est
on the
appliquer
very tip
un
of the
petit
nose.
peu de lumière juste sur la pointe du nez.
What this helps with is
Ce
it gives the tip of the nose a
ce
little
que
bit
ça
of
fait,
a
c'est
lift.
cela remonte un petit peu le nez, la pointe du nez.
If your nose
Si
tends to be a little bit
votre
longer,
nez est un petit peu trop
we can
long,
apply
ce que nous
some of the
pouvons faire,
contour
c'est
shade on the
appliquer
bottom of the nose, and that's
les
going
ombres de
to
contour
lift it
vers
up as
la
well.
partie inférieure du nez, ce qui permet également de le retrousser légèrement.
Now, because we're going to contour for a little bit more of an
Comme nous
evening
allons
setting, I'm going to actually
faire un
mix
contour
the
peut-être
shades.
plus pour la
So I'm
soirée,
gonna
donc
use
je vais
a little
utiliser
bit of
ces
the cool
teintes-là,
tone
donc je vais utiliser
and
un
then
peu
the
de la
deepest
couleur
tone.
plus
And
froide
I'm
et puis la
only
couleur plus
applying it
foncée
on one side
en ne
of the
l'appliquant que
brush.
sur un des côtés du biseau.
I'm actually going to
Ce pinceau
apply
a
it
un biseau,
straight down the
donc
nose.
je vais l'appliquer tout droit en descendant juste en dessous de l'arête du nez,
Really focusing
en
on
me
the
concentrant
part,
réellement sur les
the lower
parties
part of the nose here on the nostril.
inférieures,
That's
c'est-à-dire la
where I
narine,
want to
et c'est
put
là
most
où
of the
vraiment
depth.
où je veux insister et appliquer la teinte la plus foncée.
Bridge
Bien
of your
entendu,
nose
si
here at the
ici,
top is thinner.
La
So
partie
if that
qui se
part is
trouve
really,
là
really
est
skinny,
plus
there's
étroite
no
et ce qui
need
est
to
très
contour
au-dessus,
this smaller
eh
part
bien,
because
il
then
ne
it's
faut
just
pas
going to
marquer
make
le
it even
contour sur
skinnier.
cette partie-là
So
parce
you
qu'elle sera
really want
encore
to
plus étroite. Ce
focus
que l'on veut
more
faire, c'est
on the
surtout se
wider part of the
concentrer sur les
nose
parties les
so that
plus
it
larges du
creates the
nez
balance.
de
So we're
façon
really
à
going to
créer
focus
un
more in
équilibre.
this
Donc on va
lower
se
area.
concentrer sur les parties inférieures, c'est-à-dire les narines.
So now I'm going to move
Donc,
into the
maintenant,
Shade and Light contour brush.
Je vais
And so
utiliser
with this brush,
le pinceau
you're actually going to be
Shade
able
and
to
Light.
blend
Donc
the
ici, ça va me
contour out so
permettre
that it looks
de
more natural.
mélanger. Donc
Contour
ici, vous
as
pouvez
if we
voir
were
très
outside
clairement
during the
le
daylight,
contour comme si
which
nous
is
nous
you can
trouvions à
see why we
l'extérieur,
wouldn't
à la
want to
lumière du
contour
jour.
during the
Et
day.
vous comprenez pourquoi il
But
ne faut
when
pas
you
faire ce
lower the lighting
contour pendant
situation, this is
la
actually going to
journée.
look very
Mais
natural.
ici, lorsque l'on est par exemple à la lumière électrique, eh bien, on aura un effet très naturel.
And you can see what I'm
Et vous
doing
pouvez
here
voir
is
exactement
I'm
ce que je suis en train de
sweeping
faire ici,
the
étant donné
contour
que
down
je l'efface
in
vers
one
le bas
direction.
dans une seule direction. J'étire.
by only applying it in
En
one direction
ne
and
l'appliquant
blending
que
it.
dans un sens et en mélangeant la
You
couleur.
don't mix the two colors
Cela
that you
permet
spent
d'éviter de
highlighting.
mélanger les deux couleurs que l'on a utilisées pour notamment la mise en lumière, la mise en valeur sur l'arête du nez.
C'est bien j'ai pas besoin de passer au bistouri.
Thank you.
Voilà, on dur.
And then you can flip your brush over that's clean.
Retourner le pinceau, la partie qui est propre.
You can blend out any sort of like rough edges.
Mélanger, juste fondre.
Le pinceau est très très lourd.
To really give a beautiful glow on the bridge of the nose is to use Metal Crush eyeshadow and Thunderstruck.
Du nez, c'est d'utiliser Metal Crush eyeshadow
in Thunderstruck.
Et Thunderstruck.
So I'm actually going to use
je vais donc utiliser
tip of this brush,
la pointe de ce pinceau un peu biseauté.
This just brings more light to the center of the
cela
face,
évidemment attire encore plus la lumière sur le centre du visage et évidemment surtout sur cette partie du nez. Et c'est comme ça que l'on peut simplement faire le contour du nez pour une petite soirée entre copines.
Et maintenant mes warriors, on passe à l'interview de la sublime Kat Von D. Vous allez voir, c'est un amour. Et voilà, et je vous laisse regarder. Where does your inspiration come from?
Well, I think for me, inspiration is really like all around us at all the times. You know, I feel like when it comes to my makeup, I mean, I'm inspired by everything from, you know, obviously architecture and like elements of nature, but a lot of times it's more, you know, sentiments and feelings. You know, like I feel like, you know, I've had collections inspired by heartbreak and by falling in love. So I think inspiration is really everywhere.
And for your tattoo, it's feeling?
Yeah, I think with tattooing is almost a little different because, like, and this is just personally speaking, I don't think that everybody feels the same way, but for me it's like each tattoo is a celebration of a moment in time, you know, so, you know, different portraits represent different things that are very specific, whereas I think the makeup line is more of a broad inspiration, you know, I mean, it can be interpreted differently, so yeah.
You are the best. I love your tattoo.
Oh, thank you.
When you were a kid, what was your dream job? Do you have a dream job or not?
You know, I wanted to, when I was a little kid, I wanted to be an artist, and then as I got a little bit older, I wanted to be like my dad. My dad's a doctor. And so I feel like tattooing is kind of like the best of both worlds because I'm cutting people up but still doing my art, so to a certain degree. But yeah, yeah, I wear gloves.
If you would describe your brains in one word.
Oh my god.
What would it? Glamour?
Fucking awesome. That's 2 words, but you get it.
So funny. And what is your color? Your favorite color for lipstick? Me, it's Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
I love.
I love Exorcist.
Echo.
Yeah, Echo's so cool. I love Echo. Yeah.
And you, what is?
Well, it really depends because I wear every single shade that I ever, you know, like, you know, I don't wear black lipstick every day, but Witches is my favorite, you know. So I think if I had to choose one, I would have to say it's this red. It's like a fire engine red, and I named it Santa Sangre. It's after an Alejandro Jodorowsky movie, which is one of my favorite movies. I mean, that movie is such an inspiration, just color-wise and everything. But yeah, so I think I love any bold lip, you know. Yes. But at the same time, I love neutrals too. You know, Lolita, Double Dare. Those
Bonaro.
Yeah, Bonaro. I love. Yeah, especially with your hair, it's like perfect. Yeah.
I make Bonaro. And it's difficult for me to speak English.
You're doing so great. I love it. I understand it.
I have a funny question.
Okay.
When you want to feel sexy, what product do you use? I love your choice.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say, well, I shave my armpits, I guess. No, I think, I feel like sexiness to me is really about like how you feel. Like, so confidence to me is like what I truly need to feel like, you know, I'm a sexy, capable human being, woman thing. But so I feel like red lipstick is like a really an easy way to do that. Like, you know, whenever I put red lipstick on, I don't feel casual. You know, I feel like I sit differently. You know, I walk differently, and I think that you know, it's a very powerful thing, you know? I mean, there's certain colors that I would prefer to use whenever I'm going into a hardcore meeting, you know? And so I feel like that in that sense, you know, makeup is very powerful because it can inspire you to, you know, feel a certain way. And I mean, I don't know anything as powerful as that other than music, you know? And so I feel like, yeah, that's the beauty of makeup. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, I think red lipstick is a good
red lipstick?
Yeah.
Which shade?
I think, I mean, I love the one that I'm wearing, which is called Santa Sangre. But I love Nosferatu. I think you would love Nosferatu a lot. It's, let's see, watch.
Wow! Oh là là, si vous voyez les rouges à lèvres là. Oh wow.
Like
what? Oh wow. Oh, it's my favorite. And
but,
you like this?
Yeah, like this one, it's a vampire. I really like
this and one. This. Wow.
But look at this one. This is Nosferatu. Okay. It's like such a beautiful, like, oh.
Wow!
I know, it's a beautiful vamp, you know?
Tenue, it's so longest.
Yeah.
I love.
Me too, me too.
I love. Je sais pas si on voit bien. C'est trop beau. Mais franchement, allez swatcher, hein, si vous pouvez aller chez Sephora swatcher. Bon, ce sera en janvier, mais bon.
So, I mean, this is the one I'm wearing. So, you see the difference, you know? So good.
So sexy and glamour and so...
Yeah, this is like crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Yes, crazy. J'aime trop. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. Yeah. And I have a last question.
Okay.
Last question is, if your fans, or me, wants to look like you, what is the product to use? It's a red lipstick?
I would say red and eyeliner. Yeah.
Eyeliner.
Yeah, I think tattoo liner and red lipstick. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And any question? Just what is your favorite tips?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I have any off the top of my head. I mean, I have a ton of YouTube tutorials that like tell you like how to do a cat eye or, you know, how to create an ombre lip. But I think the best advice that I could give anybody is just to, you know, really figure out a way to find confidence to like yourself without any makeup first. Okay. Because I think that, you know, like true beauty really is an internal thing. And you know, it shines a lot brighter than any lipstick could. So that would be my biggest advice. Yeah.
Thank you.
And by the way, you are so beautiful. You are.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Do you, for my follower, do you like?
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And I hope to see you next time I come to France.
Oh yes, thank you. Cool. Donc du coup, mes petits voyeurs, j'espère que ça vous a plu. Elle est vraiment géniale et vous aurez de toute façon toutes les informations. I speak French, I little. Du coup, ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais vous mettre toutes les informations tout en bas. Alors malheureusement, on va attendre janvier. Fin janvier normalement il me semble, et voilà, vous pourrez aller voir et franchement allez-y. Moi ça fait plus d'un mois que je teste, mais vous avez vu normalement la vidéo qui va apparaître juste ici, par ici, et ça tient vraiment 24 heures, c'est un truc de fou. Donc voilà, bon, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bisous.
I want to hug.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you
You're awesome.
So much
You're great.
For your time.
Yeah, and your English is amazing. Oh my god.